Hey guys, Slasher here from Black Arrow Tactical. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the WE gas blowback rifle open bolt M4. To start off, we're going to go over the externals of this weapon, back to front I should say. It has a standard LE stock. This is my crane stock I put on. Nothing real fancy here. Carrying handle, replica KAC 7-inch rail system. Obviously the foregrip didn't come with it. Standard triangle sight and a 10.5-inch barrel. Obviously it has to have the fluorescent orange flashlighter to comply with US law when shipping. I have my own metal one on there. This here is Razor's WE-M4. Obviously his is much different than mine is. To start off, we have an MOE stock. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a tan buffer tube instead of a black one like mine had. He has an ASAP sling plate for a 1-point, a Hogue grip. On the top he has MBIS sights, there's a Magpul gas pedal and a Magpul RVG in tan, and Madbull replica Daniel Defense MFR rails. This gun was originally black, spray painted tan, spray painted black again, so obviously you can't tell this, but it has a little bit of a different texture to it. But internally it's almost all the same, different hop-up bucking and a few other minor differences, but it's mostly the same. Okay, so now we're going to be going over the internals of the WE gas blowback rifle open bolt M4. So we'll be going over the difference between mine and Razor's later, but the metal is pretty much pot metal, although it holds up decently well. Over a long period of time though, you should probably upgrade it. You can get a decent shot of my bolt there. You can't see the whole thing, but maybe you can see a bit more there. The whole trigger mechanism and pretty much everything here is in a box. One major difference between mine and Razor's that I'll show in a little bit is his is JB welded on the hammer, so the pin does not come out. Mine is not. Mine's a bit newer, so he had the chance to do that. His has a reinforced bolt catch. His also has a RA Tech barrel and a maple leaf bucking. Mine is almost complete, or is completely stock internally. The only thing that makes it different than a standard one is the externals, with, like I said, the crane stock and the foregrip. Their internals, I mean, I think they're pretty good. There's over a long period of time though, so like 6+ months, I definitely think about upgrading the internals, but so far they've held up pretty well for me, so I'm playing it by ear so far, and we'll see later on. Quickly, I want to go over the mags for this. The mags are metal. They're not as efficient as some gas blowback mags, like the LM4 has a bit more efficiency with their mags, but they're not bad. There's a little button here, I don't know if you could see that, but the little button changes it from open bolt to closed bolt, which is not the same as real steel if you're talking about open bolt and closed bolt. And this, if you put it on closed bolt, it'll keep pushing gas into the gun, but it won't fire any BBs, so you won't know when you're out unless you don't see your BBs. The feeder right here is made out of plastic, so I don't know how long that'll last, but so far it's done what it's needed to. But finally with the mags, the paint kind of chips pretty easily, so I don't know. I don't really care about it, but some people out there might. So now we're going to look at the internals on Razor's gun.
Jeopardy!
Because now we're going to go into Razor's gun. Like I already talked about a few of the differences here. I don't know how well you can see it, but the JB welded hammer, and my barrel sock just fell off. He has a polished bolt, so you can see that. I won't be able to show you the maple leaf bucking or the RA Tech barrel, but you should understand what those are and how they work. Different bolt catch, reinforced bolt catch. I mean, really, it doesn't look much different than the standard bolt catch. His gun also has an end pass in it, So if my gun was to shoot 430 FPS, he could change his to shoot at 380 or a similar FPS range.